Do you believe what you say? Do you believe the person who is walking towards you will do any dance? Logic machine, go look it up and see which page of which book I mentioned it in.
Hurry up and write down this performance name. It's called Weird Things.
Monster, alien, ghost, talking toys all can be called weird things. So, what does the weird things mean? Weird things, a claim accepted by most people in that particular field of study, or a claim that is either logically impossible or highly unlikely. Likewise, they live in the media in the virtual. How are these events documented and disseminated? What's the positive evidence? What's the fake news? So I focus on the moment and create a timeline. The horizontal axis represents the time and the type of weird things, and the vertical axis represents the birth of media. Starting from the early days of human history to compile these events about the time, place, source, and what happened. The media have changed from writing, drawing, photos, and now video recording. And we don't know what's the next. We seem to have trouble distinguishing science from pseudoscience, history from pseudo-history, and meaning from nonsense. What we call the fact is filtered through a colored filter of accumulated theories, hypotheses, intuitions, and bases. We prefer to choose the data that best confirms what we already believe and ignores uncertain data. The scientific method is the only way. It can allow others to rerun experimental tests and evidence tests. For example, the Roswell incident has been going on for a long time. I have found a lot of evidence that prove this: news, photos, interviews, and even deciphered documents. As the evidence is continually updated, the projections expand. But we are not a logic machine, and we can't analyze calmly every time. Life is full of unknowns. I think it's often the first step in doing some research or creative work, and belief leads to action. Michael Shermer writes in his book, "Our brains are belief energies, evolved pattern recognition machines that connect the dots and create meaning out of the patterns that we think we see in nature." In addition, the psychologist David Wolf concluded that the person who tend to score high on mysticism skills tend also to score high on such variables as complexity, openness to new experience, breadth of interest, innovation, tolerance of ambiguity, and creative personality.
So, creativity in all fields, arts, music, literature, and even science, have the ability to find new and interesting patterns in both meaningful and meaningless noise. In other words, they are likely to be more receptive to these weird things. So that our environment is filled with various patterns and we are all pattern seekers. I believe that there will be a new way of media that offers people to find more evidence, experience, and new patterns, then share them on this one platform in the future. The process of compiling is to make people face constant stimuli, various environmental elements, develop their own beliefs while connecting different points, discovering different patterns, known and unknown. Just like the Believing Neuron.